The morning began in their cozy little house. Lily was sitting obediently, watching TV. The atmosphere was peaceful, but it was time for Dad to go to work. Before leaving, Dad gave her very specific instructions. Lily, stay home and be a good girl. You must absolutely not go outside without me. Lily nodded eagerly, promising to listen. Reassured by his daughter's promise, Dad closed the door and went to work, leaving Lily alone in the empty house with only the TV for company. But the quiet didn't last long. Soon, a loud voice called out from outside, breaking the silence. It was Kit, the mischievous neighbor. Kit peeked his head in, and seeing Lily alone, he excitedly invited her. Lily, come out and play with me. The weather is beautiful today.
Trên TV nhà trong nhà nhé. Ba cẩn thận không trộm nó vào đấy, chưa? Ha? Trộm nó vào nó quần hết đầu đi nhé.
At first, Lily remembered her dad's words clearly. She shook her head firmly and replied seriously, I can't, Kit. My dad told me to stay and watch the house. I can't go anywhere. But Kit didn't give up. He started describing a wonderful scene to spark Lily's curiosity. Kit persuaded her. There are so many fun games out here, yummy food, and beautiful sights. Unable to resist the temptation of fun, Lily thought she would just go for a short while and come right back. She told Kit to wait a second, then quickly ran after her friend. Leaving the house unguarded, stepping out of the house, Lily felt as free as a bird. Kit led Lily along the trails, and they chatted happily as they walked. To make the trip even sweeter, Kit shared some candy he had brought along. The sweet taste of the candy and the bright sunshine made Lily completely forget her dad's warning.
Thank you.
They walked under cool green trees and suddenly discovered a bunch of ripe yellow bananas. Both of them admired this gift from nature with delight.
Đói bụng quá nhỉ. Không biết Ly nhà có gì ăn chưa nữa. Về.
The excitement reached its peak when from afar, the sound of a train whistle roared. Lily shouted with joy, her eyes wide with amazement as she watched a long train zoom past. The outside world was truly so much more lively than the four walls at home. After playing for a while, they got tired and decided to rest. Hunger struck, and fruit was the perfect choice. Lily turned to Kit and asked enthusiastically, "How many oranges do you want me to pick?" Late in the afternoon, Dad finished work and returned home.
Ly ơi. Ly.
They enjoyed a fruit feast in the middle of nature, completely unaware of the tragedy happening at their beloved home. The house was incredibly messy, completely different from how tidy it was when he left.
Đâu ở nhà lộn xộn này?
Dad called out loudly, "Lily, Lily, where are you?" But the only answer was a scary silence.
Lily ăn xong chưa? Rồi.
Ly ơi, làm gì về nhà bồi bội thế Ly? Đi đâu rồi?
Not seeing Lily anywhere, Dad grew even more worried about his daughter's safety.
Ly nhà đi đâu thế này?
He checked the security camera and was shocked to discover the painful truth.
Có trộm vào nhà này.
While Lily was busy chasing fun outside, thieves had broken in. They had stolen all the gold the family had saved up.
Trời ơi. Có trộm vô nhà lấy đồ Ly rồi. Ly ơi.
Back in the forest after the fruit feast, Kit still didn't want the fun to end. He glanced at Lily and suggested, "How about we go get some cake, Lily?" Lily, who had a sweet tooth, agreed immediately. The two skipped hand in hand to the bakery.
Wow.
Chào hai bạn nhá, hai bạn muốn mua gì?
As they entered, the shopkeeper warmly welcomed the two tiny customers, introducing trays of fragrant, freshly baked cakes.
Đây nhá, mua gì lựa nhá.
Standing in front of the colorful display case, Lily chose a delicious-looking cake. She asked Kit, "What do you think of this one?" Getting her friend's approval, Lily happily pulled out a $10 bill to pay.
Của bạn hết 10.000 nhá. Của bạn hết 10.000. Cảm ơn bạn nhá. Bye bye.
Ly ơi Ly.
Thank you.
They sat on a stone bench, enjoying the sweet cake. Lily and Kit's laughter rang out, a stark contrast to the tense atmosphere covering Lily's house at that moment.
I don't think I
After eating, Kit dusted off his hands and said, "It's getting late. Let's go home, Lily."
Okay.
Saying goodbye to Kit, Lily skipped into her house, still feeling the joy of the day. But the moment she stepped through the door, the smile on her face vanished. In front of her, Dad was sitting motionless, his face filled with sadness and anger.
Ly.
Dad looked at Lily,
Đi đâu về đấy
his
hả?
voice low and stern.
Bác dặn ở nhà có nhà mà.
"Lily, where did you go while I was at work?" Lily was stunned.
Tiền không?
Before she could answer, Dad delivered the bad news like a thunderclap.
Chưa, thấy chưa? Sợ không?
While you were gone, thieves broke into the house. They took the gold chest, our family's most valuable possession.
Đi đâu về? Bác dặn Ly sao? Ở nhà có nhà mà. Sao đi bây giờ nãy về?
Lily's heart sank.
Biết muộn được không?
Regret washed over her.
Thôi bây giờ nhé. Đi ăn rồi cất cái mũ đi ăn nhé.
The shock of losing their life savings, combined with the anxiety of searching for his child and his disappointment, made Dad's health collapse quickly. Dad sighed, his voice weak. "I'm so tired. I prepared lunch for you. I need to go into the room and rest now."
Thôi ba đi nghỉ tí đi nhé.
Watching Dad's shaky back as he walked into the bedroom, Lily panicked. She quietly followed him. Seeing Dad lying heavily on the bed, breathing with difficulty, Lily was terrified. She guessed that Dad might have gotten heat stroke while running around looking for her, or perhaps the shock of losing the gold had drained his strength. Now, seeing her sick dad lying there, Lily truly understood the high price of her playfulness and disobedience. Lily constantly checked on her beloved dad. Suddenly, Dad frowned and looked like he was going to vomit. Reacting quickly, Lily rushed to the kitchen. And brought up a small basin just in time for Dad. Watching him struggle with sickness, Lily knew that just sitting there was not enough. Sensing the situation was bad, Lily grabbed her small basket and ran out of the house, heading straight to the nearby pharmacy. Here, a heartbreaking situation occurred. Because the house had just been robbed of everything, Lily didn't have a single penny.
Lily, thuốc này có giá 3 đô nha Lily. Tiền của bạn đâu?
Uh-oh.
Có tiền không Lily? Lily có tiền không? Có chuyện gì vậy Lily? Thuốc này giá 3 đô đó Lily.
She stood before the counter, eyes full of
Có
tears,
tiền không?
begging the pharmacist to save her dad. With desperate gestures, Lily tried to explain her difficult situation.
Không cần làm vậy đâu Lily, tôi sẽ cho bạn nợ lần này.
Understanding the little monkey's filial heart, the kind pharmacist nodded and agreed to help. Receiving a fever-reducing patch, Lily bowed low to show her deep gratitude,
Thôi được rồi, bạn cầm lấy nó đi Lily.
then ran all the way home as fast as she could.
Đi cẩn thận nhé Lily.
As soon as she arrived, she quickly tore open the package and carefully, gently applied the patch to Dad's forehead.
Lily, em mua gì đấy? Ừ? Mua cho bà đấy hả? Này gì đấy? À. Tôi hẹn đi. Ừ. Đây thấy không? Đây là cái đầu nhé. Đây đây.
After doing everything she could, Lily stayed by his side, not leaving him for a second. When she saw Dad's breathing stabilize as he fell asleep, Lily gently lay down right next to him. She snuggled close to Dad, seeking his familiar warmth and trying to use her own body heat to warm him up. The room was filled with peace. Dad wrapped his arm around Lily, comforting his filial little daughter. The story closes with the image of dad and daughter lying peacefully together, affirming a strong message. No matter the misunderstandings, hardships, or illness, family love and Lily's loyalty are always the most sacred things.
The next day, the story began in the familiar kitchen. But something was different. Dad was sick. Today, her uncle had come to take care of Lily. He didn't come alone. He brought a huge joy with him, a perfectly round watermelon and a bunch of bananas. Her uncle explained it was a special gift Dad had asked him to bring because he knew it was Lily's absolute favorite.
Nè, dì Thảo nè. Dì thấy dì Thảo có ngon không? Dì coi đây. Nè.
The moment she saw the watermelon, Lily's eyes lit up. All her attention focused on that striped green friend. She curiously walked closer, her small hand shyly touching, then patting the hard rind, as if saying hello.
Dì thấy ngon không?
When her uncle picked up the knife to cut it, Lily's world seemed to shrink. Her eyes were glued to the blade, not even blinking, watching as each juicy red piece was sliced.
Dì Thảo ngon quá đi. Mình để ra một miếng nè. Còn miếng này cho Lily nha. Trước tiên là mình phải lấy cái này cho Lily đó nè. Đó. Đi ơi, con giúp chú bỏ cái này vào đây đi. Đúng rồi, Lily giỏi quá. Đây nữa nè. Đây nữa nè. Đây nữa nè. Đây nữa nè. Miếng này mình sẽ cắt nhỏ nó hơn nha. Đây nữa nè. Cảm ơn Lily nha. Không, thì chú bỏ cho.
And then, the most awaited moment arrived. When her uncle handed her a piece, Lily joyfully took it with both tiny hands, a gesture of true appreciation. She lifted the slice to her mouth, the cool, sweet juice bursting, and she ate it with delight, savoring the wonderful treat with all her senses. After he finished cutting the melon, her uncle placed an empty plastic container on the floor and looked at Lily trustingly. Lily, can you help me put the melon in the box?
Đúng rồi.
Without hesitation, little Lily understood immediately. She took her job very seriously. Her tiny, delicate fingers carefully picked up each piece of watermelon from the plate and gently placed it in the box. She was completely absorbed and focused, as if doing the most important job in the world. Every so often, the diligent little worker would reward herself with a piece before getting back to work. This small act clearly showed the bond and complete trust Lily had in her uncle.
Đúng rồi, giỏi quá. Đây nè. Chị thấy chú nha.
With the watermelon job done, her uncle moved on to the bananas.
Chị thấy thằng chuối hả? Để chú lọc vào cho.
Just like before, Lily became a loyal audience, her eyes following his every move as he peeled and sliced. When a piece of banana was offered, she happily accepted.
Từ từ để chú cắt từ chú nhỏ nhỏ ra cho Ly nè. Nè, chuối này ngon lắm đó. Đi thấy ăn chuối hả? Để chú lọc vào cho.
And once again, when the box was presented, Lily continued her mission.
Nè, để giúp chú cầm nè, bỏ vào đây nè.
She quickly put the banana pieces he gave her into the container.
Cái cuối nè.
This wonderful teamwork showed she wasn't just smart, but also
háo
loved
ngon
being
không?
included
Bây giờ
and
mình ép dưa hấu
working
em nha.
alongside the grown-ups. This was the most exciting part of the afternoon.
Đi lái đây nè,
Her
đi bỏ vào
uncle
đây.
took out a strange device, a handheld blender. He said,
Nè,
"Now
đi
I'm
bỏ
going to
vào
make
nè.
a special watermelon juice for
Đúng
Lily."
rồi.
Lily's curiosity was at an all-time high. She excitedly joined in, personally taking the pieces of watermelon and banana
Đúng
that she had
rồi.
just helped
Đi lái
sort
tiếp đi.
and
Ồ,
dropping
đi giỏi
them
ghê
into
ta.
the blender
Thêm một cái
cup.
này nha. Đúng rồi. Đây nè, lấy cái này lên nè.
Her
Đúng rồi,
eyes
đi
were
giỏi quá
fixed
à.
on the machine,
Thêm
a
nè, thêm nhiều hơn nữa đây
fascinating
nè.
new toy.
Nè, đi lái giúp chú nha. Đây nè, bỏ vô đây nè. Đó. Đi lái thêm đi, đi lái thêm bỏ vào đi. Đây nè, đi bỏ vào đi, bỏ vào. Đây nè, bỏ vào đây nè. Đó, đi lái đi. Đó, đúng rồi đó. Bỏ vào đây, đúng rồi nè. Ồ, thôi để chú giúp cho nha. Đây nè, bỏ vào thêm đây nè. Bỏ nhiều vào luôn cho Lê uống nè. Rồi. Tiếp theo là trái chuối nha. Chuối nữa nè, chuối ngon luôn. Đây nè, đi lái vào đây nè, bỏ vào đây nè. Đó, đi lái giúp chú đi, bỏ vào. À, đó hả? Đây, để chú vứt bỏ lên cho nha. Nè, bỏ vào đây. Rồi. Cũng nhiều rồi đó. Đây, chú có cái này nè. Đó, thấy chưa? Bây giờ mình sẽ xay lên nha. Rồi.
While her uncle turned on the blender, the whirring sound surprised her a little, but she was still captivated, munching on more banana.
Đi ăn thêm chuối đi. Ồ, ngon không? Đi nhanh rồi xong rồi qua phụ bát cái này nha. Chuối ngon không Ly? Đi ăn xong chưa? Nè, đi ăn xong á, qua phụ chú giúp cái này nè. Cái này ngon lắm nè, có dưa hấu với chuối trong đây đó. Đi
But
ăn
the
nữa không?
cutest detail was when she watched her uncle twisting the lid.
Nè.
With amazing intelligence, Lily immediately lifted her own little hand and perfectly mimicked the twisting motion.
Đây này, giúp cái này. Được chưa Ly? Như là gần được rồi đó, thêm xíu nữa nha. Ồ, được rồi nè.
It was a small gesture that showed her incredible observation and learning skills.
Đi qua đây ngồi nè, đi qua đây ngồi đi.
The result of their teamwork was a beautiful, light pink smoothie.
Có hút luôn. Rồi, có hút của Lily này. Tiếp theo là nước nha. Đây, nước ngon lắm nè. Đó nè.
Her uncle carefully poured it into a cup with a lid and a straw.
Nước quá nhiều luôn. Đâu nha, tôi đừng đổ đó. Rồi. Ơ, nước đi dính lên đà Ly hả? À, chú xin lỗi nha. Tôi cho dính nước rồi nè, thấy chưa? Để chú chút chứ. Để xíu nha. Đây, để tôi ghi nè. Lau sạch là nó uống được nha chưa? Rồi, sạch rồi. Đi đẩy chút xuống. Chút xíu nè.
Placing it next to the plate of fresh fruit,
Đây. Thêm chút
Lily
đi
waited
chứ,
patiently,
nè.
her eyes sparkling with anticipation.
Rồi. Đó. Đi tới ăn chuối mà đúng không? Đây, chuối của Ly, thêm dưa hấu nè. Đi tới ăn dưa hấu hơn hay là chuối hơn? Dưa hấu nè. nhiều dưa hấu cho Ly luôn hè. Rồi. Ui. Rồi, chú cát xong rồi nè, thấy ngon không? Đó, bây giờ mình ra kia mình ngồi mình ăn đúng nha, cho sạch nha. Đi thôi. Đi ơi, xuống đây với chú nè.
When the cup was handed to her, she immediately grabbed the straw and began to drink.
Đây, đó, đi giữ đây. Còn cái này là xíu nữa để ăn nha.
The sweet, refreshing taste of the fruit smoothie was wonderful.
Ô, rớt vào rồi kìa. Đây nè, đúng này nè, đó. Đi hút đi, đi hút đi. Ngon không?
But right in the middle of enjoying her drink, Lily suddenly stopped.
Là bộ không có đi về
The
cái
happy
ly.
look on her face
Ly đừng có buồn
faded,
chưa?
replaced by a thoughtful, distant expression. Her uncle noticed the pause right away. He gently stroked her.
Đi uống
Dad's
nước
sick,
hả?
Lily. Don't be sad. Perhaps the sweet taste of the smoothie had suddenly made her miss her dad.
Đây, đi uống đi. Wow, ngon quá. Đi uống sang cái này nè, mình sẽ ăn cái này nữa nha.
Lily didn't seem to want to drink anymore. She turned and helped herself to a piece of watermelon from the plate instead.
Đó, nè. Đây, đĩa cái ly nè. Đó. Cái này để xíu nữa uống tiếp nha. Uống không hết nè. Ngon không?
But after just a moment, she started to yawn. It was a long yawn, partly from being full, but also heavy with tiredness and a deep missing for her dad.
Nè, chân bỏ dưới nè. Đó, Đi không thích ăn chuối hả? Đi cắm ăn dưa hấu nè. Nè, dưa hấu lên nè, đi cầm ăn đi. Đi ăn dưa hấu đi. Ủa, đi no rồi hả? Nè, đi không ăn thì đi uống nước
Seeing
ha.
that Lily was tired and missing her dad, her uncle didn't push her to eat
Đi
anymore.
uống đi, bố đi lao lắm đó. Uống được không? Hút mạnh lên. Đi ơi, đi uống tiếp đi.
Her uncle continued to comfort her, promising he would call Dad on the phone so Lily could see him, hoping to ease her sadness.
Đi uống nữa không? Đi ơi. Chắc lúc nãy là đi ăn cũng hơi nhiều rồi các bạn ạ. Thôi để ở đây xíu nữa mình cho Ly.
Even though she was being cared for so lovingly and had enjoyed her delicious treats, in her little heart, the warmth and presence of her dad was what she wanted most of all.
Đi ơi, qua đây đi. Để chút lao cho Ly nha. Bố bị đau.
He got a wet claw, ready to clean her up. And once again, Lily's sweetness was heart-melting. She sat perfectly still, trusting him completely to wipe her face. When he gently said, "Give me your hand," Lily instantly understood. She actively lifted both of her tiny hands for him to wipe clean.
Để tay kia nè. Đó, tay nè. Nè, đồ ăn chú để đây nha. Xíu nữa mình lấy đũa Ly ăn lại nha cha. Không là bỏ.
Lily
Tí
sat
nữa.
quietly in his lap, peaceful, but with a hint of exhaustion in her eyes. In a quiet house, little monkey Lily was sound asleep. Dressed in a warm yellow and black striped outfit, she hugged her fluffy yellow pillow, lost in sweet dreams, completely unaware that her dear dad was secretly preparing something very special. With love shining in his eyes, the dad quietly left the house and walked through the lush green garden to begin his secret plan. he returned with his arms full of bags and gift boxes. He carefully placed each item on the table. Stacks of beautifully wrapped presents, bags of sparkling decorations.
Một cái đồ trang trí này. Đây, bóng bay với trang trí. Và cái quan trọng nhất là cái bánh sinh nhật nha. Bây giờ mình trang trí này trước, sau đó mình bỏ bánh sinh nhật ra ha.
And most importantly, a pristine white cream cake adorned with plump red strawberries and fresh green grapes.
Đây mọi người thấy không? Này. Đây, ha. Bây giờ mình đi trang trí nhỉ. Chắc là tôi gian lắm này.
The room was gradually transformed by the dad's skillful hands. He carefully strung the colorful happy birthday letters into a long banner and hung it on the wall. Star-shaped balloons were inflated, filling the room with a festive atmosphere. He also thoughtfully arranged a small wooden table and a charming chair, preparing for the party's main character.
Bây giờ mình đã chuẩn bị xong rồi mọi người. Bây giờ mình gọi Ly dậy nha. Hy vọng Ly thích.
When everything was perfect, the dad gently stood outside and called into the room, "Lily, time to wake up!" She rubbed her eyes, sleepily climbed out of bed, and followed her dad's voice.
Dad!
And then, a sparkling birthday scene unfolded before Lily's eyes. Her eyes widened in amazement, then overflowed with immense joy when she saw the beautiful cake. It seemed as though Lily's entire world was filled with this sudden happiness. The dad gently stroked Lily's head and began the gift opening session.
Đây. Đây, quà đi ha. Em có gì à? Em có gì nào? 30 cho Ly nhá. Wow. Đây Lily nè. Đây đi con, đây rồi. Bà có kéo đấy bà. Để đi kéo đó.
He patiently used scissors to help her open each layer of wrapping paper.
Rồi mở đi, mở ra đi. Đúng rồi, mở đi con. Wow, gì đây? Một cái hộp bút màu nhé.
The first gift was a box of colorful markers, which made Lily tilt her head in curiosity.
Đây hả? Rồi tiếp theo nhé. Đây. Cái này đi con, hỏi đi. Ra ha. Bất ngờ quá đi. Cái mặt này. Đâu mở xem nhé. Đây. Rồi đi mở ra đi. Đây này, mở đi. Wow. Đây này. Đi lấy đi. Đúng rồi. Lấy ra đi. Lấy đi. Lấy ra con. Ui giời, đây này.
The second gift box contained a soft, yellow stuffed animal.
Thấy rồi. Lấy đi. Thích không? Lấy cái xe đi. Lấy ra đây xem nào. Đây này, lấy đi. Ôm đi con.
Lily immediately hugged her new friend with all her affection.
Được không? Ôm đi. Giỏi quá. Thôi bây giờ bỏ đây nhá. Bỏ đây đi ha.
Just then, Kit, Lily's best friend, walked in wearing a playful denim jacket and carrying a gift wrapped in purple paper.
Hi.
Kit happily sat down next to her, and the dad helped Lily open her friend's present.
Đây, đi mở quà đi. Kit ngồi bên đây. Kit ngồi đây. Ngồi cạnh đi, đúng rồi. Rồi, đây một Kit cho quà ha. Mở nhé. Chắc là không bánh đúng không? Kit tặng gì cho Lily đây nhỉ? Kit có quà đây ha. Đây, mình cuốn tập đi nhỉ. Wow, cái gì đấy nhỉ? Cái gì đấy? Lạ quá nhỉ? Cho mặt ra ha. Đấy, đi tò mò lắm rồi kìa, thấy không?
It was a wooden puzzle set with adorable fruit-shaped pieces.
Cái này là trò chơi sắp xếp à? Đấy hả?
Lily was incredibly fascinated, picking up a piece to examine it intently.
Đúng rồi, lấy cái này ra lắp vào đúng không? Đi chơi kìa, đấy, đúng rồi. Đúng rồi. Đi đến mình chơi nhá. Để cái đi chơi ha. Đây ha. Cảm ơn Kit nhá. Bây giờ mình đến nhân vật chính nha. Đấy, vì muốn lắm rồi kìa.
The most important moment had arrived. With a gentle gesture, the dad lit the single small candle on the cake. The tiny but warm flame began to dance, reflecting the sparkling joy in Lily's and Kit's clear, eager eyes. To the tune of the Happy Birthday song, their small claps resounded cheerfully. The dad didn't forget to capture this precious moment, taking a photo to commemorate Lily's second birthday. The sweet party officially began.
Rồi ha. Đâu cái điểm mấu chốt ở đây. Đây rồi. Đẹp quá. Ôi mẹ ơi. Ôi trời ơi. Không dính hết vào tay Ly rồi kìa. Dính vào tay Ly rồi. Dính hết vào tay này đi này. Rồi để lấy đĩa cho Ly với Kit nha. Chỉ Rồi, nhân vật chính tới đây.
The dad carefully cut slices of the soft sponge cake, and before the eager eyes of Lily and Kit,
Chia ha. Tìm cái cửa ngang nào. Đấy nè. Đây, nhắm gốc nè. Chia nhẹ. Đây, cho đi.
he placed 2 lovely plates of cake on the table. Without a moment's hesitation, Lily immediately dug into her portion, delightedly tasting the red strawberries and plump green grapes on the smooth white cream.
À. Đây, Kit nha. Đây, luôn.
She ate so heartily that Kit, sitting beside her, couldn't help but smile.
Chúc mừng nha, chúc mừng Ly nha. Đấy, sướng nha, có quà đấy chưa? Đi giỏi quá. Đấy, các bạn ăn kém với Ly được không? Ăn kém với Ly nha. Này, ăn kém với Ly này. Ngon quá. Giờ bạn lấy thìa nhỏ cho Ly nha.
Seeing how much his friend loved the dessert, he didn't hesitate to give Lily the grape from his slice of cake.
Ngon quá
The
ha.
friendship between Lily and Kit was so pure and lovely, nurtured by such small, sweet gestures.
Ba mình này.
The 3 of them shared the sweet cake, and the small room was suddenly filled with cheerful laughter and simple, warm happiness.
Ngon Kit. Ngon hả? Kit ăn trong đây hả? Kit ngồi xoay này đi Kit. Ngồi xoay lưng này không? Ngon Ly. Ngon hả? Ngon hả? Ngon hả? Ngon quá hả? À, ngon quá hả? Để dầu nhé. Bóc dầu cho Ly ha. Rồi ăn đây đi, ăn đây này. Ăn đi con. Đây này, đây này, đây này. Đúng rồi. Đây này, ăn thử đi. Đây cái đi nhá. Không phải. Đây này. Ngon chứ? Ngon hả? Ngon nhiều nha.
To make the party more fun and memorable, the dad playfully took a little white cream and gently dabbed it on Lily's little nose and face.
Đây này, đây này. rồi. Ừ. Ừ, đúng rồi. Bánh phải vừa mặt để đưa sinh nhật nha. Ừ, ngon quá, ngon quá, ngon quá. Ồ. Ngon quá. Đây đây đây. Đây, đây, đây. Ê. Ngon nhỉ? Ừ, ngon nhỉ? Không ăn à? Ăn gần hả? Ngon quá. Ừ.
After a moment of playful teasing to the sound of his daughter's delighted laughter, he tenderly wiped her face clean,
Ngon quá
his
ha.
eyes filled with affection.
Ngon quá ha. Cái này lấy bao lâu tôi đi nha. Bắt tay này. Ừ, đúng rồi, con ngồi xuống đi.
When the joyful party ended and her friend Kit had gone home, the space returned to its usual peace. Little Lily sat quietly, her big round eyes glued to the screen, showing her favorite cartoon. In her arms, she cherished her new friend, the soft yellow stuffed bear she had just received for her birthday. Just then, the dad walked in from the gate, holding a brand new drawing pad, another surprise gift for his little daughter.
Đi ơi, ở lại cho Ly nè.
Dad.
He sat down on the floor next to Lily and gently laid out the new presents.
Trời, Ly hả, thích không? Hôm qua cái bút của Ly đấy, bút màu đấy. Bây giờ mình lấy cái đấy làm tô màu nhá. Thấy không? À, gấu con vịt hả? Ở đây nhá. Đi, ra đây coi, ra đây. Ra đây đi. À, đây. Ba mua cái này á, ba không quên á. Có cái này mà không có cái này sao được đúng không? Ừ, cái này tí mình chơi sau nhá. Đây. Cái bút màu ấy là phải có tập tô nha. Đó, cái này để sách nha, thì cho sách theo ha. Đây, màu nào, lấy màu nào đi. Ừ. Đây, để đây ha. Rồi mình chọn màu nha. Đây, tô con hổ ha. À, đây này, tô con voi nhá.
He opened the coloring book to a page with a large elephant and took out the box of colorful markers.
Đây, con cầm này.
With patience and affection, he held Lily's hand, guiding her to color her first strokes.
Tô voi đấy, thấy chưa? Đấy, chị. Tô voi đấy, đúng không? Đó, đây này, thấy màu không? Màu đẹp không? Này. Đó, đây này Ly này, thấy chưa? Đó. Bây giờ mình tô cái má hồng nhỉ? Tô cái chân ha. Tô chân voi ha. Hay quá nhỉ? Đúng rồi kia. Đó. Con voi người ta màu nâu nhỉ? Đây nha. Rồi bây giờ mình đổi ha. Đổi màu. Ừ. Màu ở đây nha. Cho mình tô màu hồng ha. Đây, cầm đây. Đúng rồi, cầm đây. Này, tô má hồng này. Đấy, thấy chưa? Đấy. Đấy, thấy không? Nè. Đấy. Đây này. Đấy.
Under her dad's guidance, Lily skillfully moved the marker, and the first traces of color gradually appeared on the white page, bringing the picture to life.
Tôi voi nha. Đấy, con voi xong rồi, con voi sắp xong rồi. Nè. Đây hả? Ồ, đây này. Đúng rồi vậy. Đúng rồi. Đây này, đúng rồi. Ừ. Đúng rồi đấy. Thấy chưa? Thấy chưa? Đó. Đúng rồi. Thôi bây giờ mình chuyển nha, chuyển đề tài á. Chuyển đề tài nhé. Bây giờ mình chuyển cái kia chơi nhé. Để đi vào. Đáp đây ha. Đó. Rồi ngồi đây. Ngồi đây. Đúng rồi. Rồi ngồi lại ha. Rồi. Đặt lại. Cái này cách đi chơi nhá, được chưa? Lúc nào con làm có cách đi chơi nhé.
After they had their fill of creativity, the dad and daughter took out the fruit puzzle set. Lily proved to be incredibly bright and clever.
Đây ha. Đó. Bây giờ bà làm mẫu nha. Quả nho này, nho đây ha. Bỏ vào đây ha. Nho đây ha, mình kết quả thế nào chứ đấy.
Her eyes darted between the pieces and the empty slots on the wooden board, quickly finding the correct spot for each type of fruit.
Rồi, quả chuối. Đây này, quả chuối này, quả đây này. Đây quả cam nhá. Quả chuối này. Rồi, quả cherry đâu? Quả cam đưa cho ba đâu? Quả cam đâu? Đây. Đúng rồi. Quả nữa đi. Quả nữa đi. Quả đấy bỏ đây. Giỏi. Quả nữa đi coi. Quả dâu hả? Quả dâu đâu nhỉ? Quả dâu cao quá nhỉ? Quả dâu đây ha. Quả nữa đi coi. Quả dứa. Quả dứa đây. Đây, quả dứa đây ha. Rồi, quả lê. Rồi, quả lê đây. Đúng rồi. Rồi, quả khác nữa nhỉ? Đây, quả đây. Đây là quả dưa ha. Cái này mới đúng nè. Đó, lưỡi đi con. Quả dưa bỏ đây. Đây, quả dưa vào đây ha.
In just a short time,
Quả nữa,
all the
quả nữa.
pieces were perfectly placed,
Rồi, giỏi
showcasing
lắm.
her amazing
Giỏi đây nè.
intelligence.
Giỏi. Rồi, bây giờ con ở đây chơi nhé. Ở đây chơi ba đi làm trái cây cho Ly ăn nhé. Được không? Ba đi làm trái cây cho Ly ăn nhé.
To end a long day full of joy, the dad prepared a plate of fresh green grapes.
Đây, đồ ăn nữa ở đây.
Lily held a small fork, carefully speared each grape, and savored it with delight. The sweetness of the fruit seemed to be the very sweetness of a perfect birthday.
Đó, bác bỏ cái ly đấy. Ngon quá.
The dad's secret party had been a complete success, leaving Lily with a beautiful memory, a day filled with laughter, favorite gifts, and above all, the boundless love of her dear dad.
Ngon quá. Bây giờ cái này nhé, cái này ngon hơn ha. Rồi con bỏ cái kia đi, bỏ đây này. Đúng rồi. Cắt đây nhé, một nửa nhé.
He cuts the golden melon in half, and Lily shows off her skills as a capable assistant.
Rồi bỏ kia đi con. Đúng rồi.
She carefully picks up each piece of melon, puts them in a basket, and arranges them on a plate like a professional.
Bỏ. 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 Bỏ kia đi con. Bỏ. Bỏ kia. Bỏ. Đây nhé. Bỏ đây con. Đây này, bỏ đây. Đây. Đấy. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Thử miếng nha. Thử miếng không? Nè. Đây, đây, đây.
Dad invites Lily to taste the first piece.
Đây, bỏ đây. Đây. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Đây nữa. Đây. Cắt thêm Lily miếng nha. Đây, bỏ đây. Bỏ xuống. Bỏ xuống đi. Bỏ đây này. Bỏ xuống đi. Bỏ xuống đi. Bỏ. 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 Rồi. Đi này. Thêm một cái này mình ăn nhé. Ăn chung ha. Đi ngồi ghế đi con. Ghế. Đấy. Đúng rồi, lấy thìa của mình đi. Uống một thìa nhá. Ăn đi con. Không thích ăn này à? Không thích ăn cái đây này? Được. Đâu có sao đâu. Đây. Đây, thử một cái nha.
Even though the melon is sweet and fresh, it doesn't seem appealing enough for this gourmet girl.
Lấy cho Lily nhá.
Lily's eyes twinkle mischievously as she thinks of a bolder combination. Yogurt.
Mở tủ lấy cho Lily.
Lily dashes to the fridge to grab a cold tub of yogurt. Moving so fast, she forgets to close the fridge door, causing Dad to remind her.
Đây là cái này gì nhá.
And so, the real feast begins in Lily's own style.
Ổn không? Rồi, ngoan nào, ngoan đi. Ngoan đi.
She uses a fork to spear a piece of sweet melon, dunks it deep into the creamy yogurt, and puts it in her mouth. This unique combination leaves Lily looking completely satisfied, wrapping up a morning that was full of waiting, but ended with joy and sweetness beside Dad.
Được không? Đấy, từ từ Lily. Đi đây. Đi đây, đi đóng cửa, đóng tủ lại, đóng tủ lại. Đóng lại đi. Đóng lại. Đúng rồi. Ngon hả? Ngon quá hả? Ngon quá hả? Ngon đi. À, chà chà. Đấy, không thích ăn cái đấy à? Không thích ăn cái này hả? Này là trái dưa lưới mọi người. Lily không thích ăn trái dưa lưới. Chắc là chê cái mùi á. Không hợp mùi rồi. Đúng Lily, trái dưa lưới đúng không? À đấy, bỏ dưa lưới này. Chỉ ăn sữa chua thôi. Ăn vậy mới ngon chứ. Ăn no đi ha.
A peaceful afternoon begins as Dad prepares a bath for Lily. He gently helps Lily take off her shirt to get ready for a soak.
Cởi đây đi. Bỏ đây. Đó, vào đây đi. Tắm đi.
Lily is very well behaved She swims in the basin, her big round eyes looking at Dad with total trust. Dad doesn't just wash her to get it over with. He constantly asks kindly, "Is the water warm enough?"
Bơi. Tiếp đi.
Every gesture is gentle, from scooping the water to applying the body wash. Careful not to hurt her. Watching Lily happily playing in the water, Dad can't help but exclaim,
Đi vào, đi. Để bà.
"Lily looks so adorable when she bathes."
Sạch sẽ nha. Đây là quay sang đây. Qua nào. Chân nào. Chân sạch sẽ nào. Chân đây. Là bôi. Rồi, đây.
After scrubbing her clean and rinsing with cool water, Dad carefully dries Lily with a fluffy towel immediately, so she doesn't get cold.
Ui giời. Thằng ốm bây giờ. Tắm lâu ăn ốm đấy nhá.
Then lovingly carries her into the bedroom.
Nào, giữ chân ra con, giữ chân ra, giữ tay ra.
Dad knows Lily very well. He knows that after a bath, her body will relax and sleepiness will take over.
Đâu?
So he has prepared a home spa treatment for her.
Quên ngủ luôn nhé. Đúng rồi, nằm dài xuống. Nào, Lý đứng lên nào. Đứng lên mà thấy nào. Đây, đây. Rồi, cứ nằm đây, nằm xuống. Đấy. Cho Lily nhé, nằm im. Rồi, đúng rồi.
Lily lies on her tummy on the mattress, completely relaxed. Dad begins his professional massage moves, gently rubbing her back and stretching her arms and legs to help her circulation and make her comfortable.
Ngoan coi, đúng rồi. Khi tắm xong thì Ly rất là buồn ngủ nhé. Bây giờ mình massage là Ly sướng lắm, thích, nó sẽ ngủ luôn.
In the quiet room, Dad whispers that this will help her sleep better.
Phiền con nữa nhé. Rồi con ngủ nhé.
And true enough, just a moment later, under Dad's soothing hands, Lily drifts off into a deep sleep, breathing evenly and peacefully. While Lily is sound asleep, Dad doesn't rest. Instead, he heads to the kitchen. He wants to prepare a hot snack so Lily can eat right when she wakes up. Dad chooses to make steamed buns, Lily's favorite. When the delicious smell of the bun starts to fill the air, Lily stirs and wakes up. She immediately runs to find Dad. He asks kindly, "Did you sleep well?"
Đói bụng chưa? Đói bụng chưa? Đây, đầu bên này sẵn rồi. Đói bụng chưa?
To make Lily even happier after her nap, Dad takes out a brand new dress and helps her put it on.
Mặc đồ xong ba lấy bánh bao cho Ly ăn nhá. Bánh bao ba làm chín rồi đấy. Đấy, ui dồi. Áo đẹp quá nhỉ. Xin lỗi nó cần nhé.
Seeing Lily dressed up in her new outfit, Dad showers her with compliments, making her feel as beautiful as a little princess.
Nào, bé tí nào. Thương quá nhỉ. Rồi, xem nào, cái đấy đồ ăn nhé. Rồi, thì vào đây bánh cho ăn nhé. Đây, bánh này. Đấy. Đây. Tìm một cái vào một cái nhá.
Dad and daughter sit at the table together. In front of each of them is a plate of steaming hot buns. Dad carefully waits for the bun to cool down a bit before giving it to Lily. The white bun, with the sweet mung bean filling inside, delights Lily.
Bánh nhân đậu xanh đấy, ngon lắm.
She holds the bun with both hands, taking big bites, her cheeks puffing up as she chews happily.
Nếm thử.
Watching Lily eat with such gusto, Dad's eyes shine with joy. For Dad, happiness isn't something far-fetched. It is simply seeing Lily bathed clean, sleeping soundly, dressed beautifully, and eating until she is full. It was just a normal day, but one overflowing with the love between a dad and his daughter.
Ngon quá ha. Nhân đậu xanh đấy. Đậu xanh ngon.
That morning, the sound of rain pattering outside the window woke Lily up. The little monkey rubbed her eyes, looking out at the grey, misty sky. Seeing that Lily was awake, Dad walked over and spoke gently. "It's raining so hard, Lily. We can't go anywhere today."
Anh kể đang mưa mà. Có đi đâu được đâu. Lily làm đồ ăn nhé, đồ ăn sáng nhé.
Although a bit regretful about not being able to run around outside, Lily seemed to understand immediately that this would be a great opportunity to enjoy the cozy indoor atmosphere with her dad. Today's dish included fresh green yard-long beans.
Rồi đây.
Dad handed Lily a long pod and asked, "Do you know how to snap beans?"
Con bẻ đi. Bẻ.
At first, Lily turned the bean over and
Cái được
over,
thôi. Đây này.
looking a bit bewildered as she didn't know how to handle it yet. Seeing this,
Đúng rồi, con bỏ
Dad
đây.
didn't rush her.
Ha,
Instead, he gently held Lily's hand,
bẻ đi.
guiding her on how to place her fingers and use force to snap the bean in half. A crisp snap sound rang out. Lily is an extremely smart little girl. After just one instruction, she grasped the technique. Her small hands began to work nimbly, picking up a bean, snapping it in half, and placing it neatly into the blue plastic basket in front of her.
Đây đi. Đúng rồi.
Every time Lily finished one, Dad smiled and encouraged her. Good job. Dad's praise made Lily even more excited, working with great enthusiasm.
Bẻ đi. Bẻ cái này ra. Bẻ cái này nha. Không, bẻ bẻ. Đúng rồi đấy. Con bỏ xuống. Đúng rồi. Bẻ ra. Đây này. Bẻ.
After processing the pile of beans, Lily was given tasks with bright orange carrots and round potatoes.
Con ngồi xuống. Chờ tí, chờ tí. Chờ tí à. Rồi, con bỏ kia đi.
With the same dexterity, she carefully placed each piece into the basket exactly as instructed,
Con bỏ kia đi.
completing the ingredient preparation stage excellently.
Đây. Đây nè. Con bỏ đi. Ngon không? Đây đây nhá. Bỏ đi. Bỏ đi. Đây. Ra, ra.
When the ingredients were ready, Dad started cooking at the stove. He turned to tell Lily, "You can go play in the living room while waiting."
Đúng rồi đấy.
However, Lily didn't choose to sit idly. While Dad was busy with pots and pans, and the sizzling sound of food filled the kitchen, Lily quietly observed and began tidying up in the living room.
Đi giỏi nha.
She tinkered around, arranging items and cleaning up the surrounding space. The image of the little monkey working hard at housework made the room feel incredibly warm. The delicious aroma spreading through the house signaled that breakfast was ready.
Đây, để bác đi tới rồi đây.
Dad brought the plates of hot food to the table, just as Lily finished her cleaning. Looking at the tidy house, Dad couldn't hide his pride. He patted Lily's head, offering sincere thanks for the enthusiastic help of his precious daughter.
Chỉnh lại cái này cho Ly tí nhé. Này.
The meal took place in simple joy.
Đi mà ăn đi nhé.
Lily savored the fruits of her labor deliciously. Outside, the rain was still falling, but inside Lily and Dad's home, everything was warm and complete with love. On a quiet afternoon, seeing the little monkey Lily lying around lazily and looking a bit bored,
Sao nằm đây?
Dad approached to check on her,
Không đi chơi à?
not wanting his precious daughter to waste time lying at home.
Không.
Dad enthusiastically invited,
Nhé. Vào đây. Vào.
"Shall Dad take Lily out to play?" Hearing that she was going out,
Vào đây đi chơi nhé.
Lily seemed to wake up instantly, her eyes lighting up with delight.
Dạ, lấy cái cây đi chơi ha. Đi ăn nhé. Lấy cái cây ra ngoài đi ăn nhé. Mang cái cây rồi mang cái cho con đi ăn nhé. Được không? Ha.
Before heading out, Dad didn't forget to remind Lily to dress properly. Lily obediently ran to get her favorite hat.
Đây, lấy cây này đi này. Đây. Đây. Được không? Ừ. Được mũ lên đi con.
Dad kindly took it, gently placed it on Lily's head,
Đó.
and adjusted it so it was
Đẹp
straight
đi nha.
and fit perfectly.
Wow. Thôi đi nào, đi.
Now,
Hai đôi cầm cái này.
Lily was
Đây.
completely ready for the trip.
Đặt cái ghế đi cho đi nhá. Đi nào.
The dad and daughter chose a cool, grassy field as their stop. Dad was thoughtful enough to prepare a tiny beanbag chair specifically for Lily so her legs wouldn't get tired.
Ừ, để tí.
After Lily was settled on her chair like a little queen, Dad began laying out the tools and food.
Đây đây nhá.
The main course of today's picnic was fresh fruit.
À, đúng rồi. Hả?
Lily sat on the chair, very obediently, her eyes intently following Dad's every move, patiently waiting for her turn. He constantly encouraged her, eat plenty, and didn't forget to ask for her opinion. Is it yummy?
Ngồi xuống, ngồi xuống.
The scene was truly peaceful, as the two of them enjoyed the sweet flavors amidst nature.
Ngon liền. Rồi, ngồi chờ bà tí nha, bà cắt ra. Đấy, cái này hả? Cái đây.
Perhaps because the fruit was so delicious, Lily ate very enthusiastically, one piece after another.
Tốt cái con, đúng rồi.
Seeing her eat so fast, Dad was both amused
ngon quá
and
ha.
had to remind her, "Slow down, Lily. Eat slowly so I can keep up with the peeling. If you
Ngoan
eat
nào, ngoan
that
nào.
fast,
Chưa,
how can
chưa,
I peel in
chưa.
time?"
À. Ngon quá ha. Các bạn thử nha.
Dad's teasing, scolding made the atmosphere even more cheerful and affectionate.
Ngon liền. Ngon quá ha. chưa? Đi ăn xong chưa? Ngon quá ha. Từ từ Lily, ăn từ từ thôi chứ. Để cho người ta gọt còn kịp chứ, ăn nhanh thế sao mà gọt kịp.
After they had eaten their fill and enjoyed enough fresh air, Dad asked Lily to stand up and take a walk around the picnic area to stretch their legs.
Ăn được đâu. Ăn được đâu mà gọt. Phải đá quý không?
The picnic was simple, but filled with affection.
Đi Lily.
Gentle, priceless everyday moments
Đi à?
between Dad
Đi đi.
and his little daughter, Lily.
Đi về Lily nhá. Về nhá. Nào, đi về nào. Đi về thôi.
A beautiful morning began just like any other in the cozy little house. Sunlight streamed through the window, waking Dad up. However, today the atmosphere felt a little different. Dad seemed more lethargic than usual.
Đi.
When Dad stepped into the bathroom to get ready, Lily was already there.
Đừng hót cho ba nào. Xong chưa đừng hót cho ba cầm gọi nào.
Though small, she is an incredibly sensible little girl.
Rồi đây, đi nào.
Seeing that Dad was moving slowly, Lily nimbly helped him put his toothbrush away in the cup, then stood on her tiptoes to turn off the faucet.
Mời các bạn ạ.
These tiny actions showed the immense care Lily had for her dad.
Thôi đi lên nhà nào. Đi nào.
After finishing up, both of them moved to the living room.
Đây mà làm đồ ăn đi nhé.
Dad sighed softly and said, "I'm feeling a bit tired today, so I woke up a little later than usual, Lily." She sat obediently on her chair, holding a box of milk with both hands and drinking happily, her round eyes following Dad's busy silhouette in the kitchen. While waiting for Dad to prepare breakfast, Lily didn't fuss or make demands. Before long, a hot breakfast was ready. Dad brought the food out, smiled, patted Lily's head, and wished her a good meal.
Đi ăn đi nhá, để ba dọn cái ghế ra bên kia nhá, thấy chưa?
While Lily was focused on enjoying her breakfast, Dad took the opportunity to tidy up the house. Suddenly, as he bent down, a sharp pain shot down his spine, forcing him to stop. His face wincing in agony, he braced his hand against his back and struggled to move over to the sofa to lie down and rest. Lily, with her amazing, sensitive instincts, immediately realized something was wrong. She put down her fork, her eyes filled with worry as she looked at Dad, as if asking, "Dad, are you okay?" Without hesitating, Lily quickly ran to find the pain relief patches Dad usually used, then toddled over to bring them to where he was resting on the sofa.
Ôi, qua xe nào? Đâu? Cái gì đây? À, cái bán lưng rắn lưng bữa bà mua. Đúng rồi. Không quên mất. Ôi trời. Ủa, cái này sao có cái này nhỉ? Đây hả? À. Cái này dán vào lưng hả? Ừ. Bỏ đây nhé. Đây đi.
Dad looked at Lily, deeply touched, and asked, "Lily, could you help me hold my shirt up?"
Đây đi.
Lily's small hands gently grasped the hem of Dad's shirt, pulling it up high and holding it tight so Dad could apply the patch to the painful spot. Under Dad's guidance, the little monkey performed the task skillfully and with high concentration